Hey y'all, you know what day it is? It is Monday and we are back with our Ask HR question. Okay, so today's question is, can I withhold a final paycheck if an employee quits without notice? All right, I get it, right? Your employee ghosted you on the job, no notice, no nothing, and you want to know, can you hold back their final paycheck? Let's talk about it. This is a good question, and it's one I've gotten a few times, so I'm glad that it came in because I think it's one that is kind of popular out there and that we should be talking about. So you have an employee, they walk out on you with zero notice. Maybe they're a no call, no show. Maybe they don't send you an email. They give you no explanation. They just stop coming back, right? You are frustrated. You're short staffed. They're messing up your plans. You had things that you need to be taken care of, but now you got to deal with this and you're frustrated, right? You want to know, well, they didn't follow the policy. They didn't let me know. So do I still even have to pay them? Maybe they still have your phone or computer and you're like, do I need to pay them? The short answer is yes. Yes, you need to pay them, right? So legally, you have to pay them for all time work, no exceptions, right? The long answer is we need to look at our wage laws. We need to consider our federal and our state laws and if there are any local laws at play. But generally, your federal and state laws are going to say that your earned wages must be paid regardless of how the employee left. So, employee worked for a couple of days, you have to pay them for that time that they worked, no matter if they quit in the middle of the shift, no matter if they violated a company policy, no matter if they never returned your key card, laptop, phone, equipment, posters, anything, right? Holding back a final paycheck can really lead to wage claims. It can lead to state penalties. And in some cases, it can actually lead to attorney fees on top of what you already owe. So, you don't want to mess around here. If an employee has worked for you, you want to make sure that you pay them for that time. Now, here's where I would say you do have some power. You have the power to create a clearly written policy. And this policy should outline what are the expectations for giving notice, right? In the policy, you can also include language around forfeiture of bonuses or unused benefits or requirements to give so much notice in order to receive their vacation payout or some other payout. As long as it is legal in your state, to do so. And 9 times out of 10, you're going to also have to properly notify them in advance. Most state rules that allow this are going to say you need to let an employee know in advance that this kind of thing could happen. So, you want to check a couple things. We know that the federal law is going to tell us we have to pay an employee for any hours or any time that they worked. You also want to look at your state laws to see what does it say around some of these provisions. Are there any restrictions into how you can craft this policy language to ensure that you are setting yourself up for success to ultimately try to get the most amount of notice or the best amount of notice in your organization? So this can be one of those really tricky questions, but ultimately pay the employee for the time that they worked and think about and really work with your HR consultant or an attorney to draft the language around your policies so that they hold up for you if you run into one of these situations. Now at Cultivate HR, you get the benefit and the best of both worlds. You have an HR consultant who's also an attorney, and I'm happy to help you craft some language if you need some support in this space. And remember, if you have a tricky employee situation that you're dealing with, let me know. Reach out to us. Send us a DM, send me an email, put Ask HR in the heading, and your question can be featured in one of our Ask HR sessions. This series is really meant to break down all of the legal jargon and all of the rules into plain language for you. We want to make it easy, simple, so that you can follow it and remain compliant. And remember, if your team needs help getting your policies in order, that's exactly what we do at Cultivate HR Consulting. So let's talk. We are happy to support you. Now, if you are an employee who has had this situation happen to you, drop it down in the comments. Let me know. How did you handle it? What did they say to you? Did you return the equipment? Did you ever get your final paycheck back? We want to know what happens. Let us know. And if you have a question for us, you can drop that in the comments as well. Remember, as always, like, comment, subscribe, follow us. We are going to be dropping content every week for you. We want to make sure that you have the resources that you need to run your company efficiently and effectively, to lead your people in the best way possible so that they continue to come back week after week. All right, as always, remember we are here to support you, and we look forward to connecting with you. And until next time, have a good day.